Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense Information for Your Soul. I am Dr. Sharice, and one of my friends sent me a video by Valadia Organica called Why I Quit and What I Learned. And I thought in that video, she really touched on some interesting points about maidenhood and her role as a new mother. And I wanted to dive a little deeper in this video. Let's start with a couple of definitions. So the literal definition of maidenhood is young, unmarried virgin. But when I say maidenhood, I want you to think of that, sure, but to also think about more general terms like inexperienced, sheltered, and given direction from others. On the other end of the spectrum is womanhood, which is literally defined as the process of being a woman. Not very helpful. But I want you to think of confidence and shifting from depending on others to being your whole self. So naturally, I'm also talking about things that are stereotypically associated with women. I like to use the term divine femininity because it really encompasses the receiving energy versus the masculine energy. And I have a whole other video about masculinity and femininity. We have both and they both exist in the world, so it's important to have it. But women are usually more feminine than masculine. When I talk about femininity, I want you to think feminine, soft, supportive. So I want you to think about where you are on the journey of maidenhood to womanhood, becoming more confident in yourself and being the person that you want to really be. I also want to highlight the spectrum of immature women and mature women. And I know we've all met different types of women in our lifetime, and some of them seem to be really sure of themselves in a kind of loving way, and others seem to be sure of themselves in a mean and bitter way. In terms of immature women, along the way from maidenhood to womanhood, immature women learn to be manipulative, to not be vulnerable, to use people, to be harsh and unkind. That's actually one extreme of immature women, right? There's varying degrees of an immature woman. Another version of an immature woman is probably one you're very familiar with, which is the woman that is walked all over, taken advantage of, gullible. This is the kind of woman who would give somebody the shirt off their back even though they have nothing. They have not learned the art of being selfish, and they give without receiving in return. On the other hand, mature women are powerful. They are assertive. They are kind, confident. They have good boundaries with other people. These boundaries may be seen by others as selfish, but mature women know that immature people only seek to misunderstand them. And so instead, they focus on balancing their needs with those of others so that they can live a peaceful and joyful life. I have 4 markers for how you can evaluate where you are on the spectrum of maidenhood to womanhood and from immature to a mature woman. The first one is independence level. So maidens are dependent. Mature women are interdependent. Immature women are out of balance with their independence. Either they're hyper independent or hyper dependent on someone. Ask yourself if you're able to take care of your basic necessities or if you need someone else to do them for you. Ask yourself if you are able to ask for help, to receive help, and can do this with little to no stress. And if there is stress that is being experienced, it's well managed. Immature women who are manipulative may use men for their money without actually caring about the gentleman, or they may refuse to accept help from other people even when they need it because they're proving a point of being independent. The next one is confidence. And I recently had someone asking me about self-confidence and like being alone in a room feeling confident, but being out in public not feeling confident. Okay, you're not confident. Confidence is really measured by, in front of other people, are you able to be who you want to be? So there are so many measures of this, but one of the biggest ones is physical appearance. Do you wear your hair the way you want to? Can you wear your natural hair? How do you feel about your natural hair? How do you feel about your body? Do you feel comfortable wearing the clothes that you have? Can you say what you really mean? Can you go where you want? Can you do whatever you want to do? This is confidence. Or are you afraid of someone? Right? It's usually someone close, someone you don't want to disappoint, or you're afraid of what that person is going to say. Or is it more general? You're afraid of what they might say, the public, your peers, strangers. You're afraid of being seen by people. Mature women are confident, not arrogant. They show up as themselves no matter what room they are in. They don't make decisions based on what other people will think. They really ask themselves, what do I want? And I'm gonna do what I want. And what they want is never harmful to other people. It might hurt people's feelings to see people wearing what they want, but that's not really harmful. That's somebody who wants to control other people and disapproving with what decisions you make. The next measure is relationships. What is the quantity and quality of the relationships that you have? So I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, the friends you have, the quality of the friends you have, the reciprocation that needs to happen in friendships, your relationship with your family members, how often you all talk, the context, the topics that you all talk about. Are you constantly giving and not receiving, even from family members and friends? Are you in a toxic relationship? Do you have zero romantic relationship experience? These are all signs of immaturity. Even with family and friends, the mature woman has a balance of her needs being met and other needs being met. She does not prioritize the needs of others and forsake herself, but she knows how to be vulnerable in friendships. She knows how to engage with other people in a healthy way. She loves to support and watch people succeed. And the last measure is happiness, which is really best described as joyfulness, but I want to include peace and ease. These are things that I constantly talk about here on my channel. So if you're enjoying this content, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you think it may help. I really want you to ask yourself, are you happy? Are you happy with where your life is right now? Are you happy with the direction that it's headed? Do you feel like you have enough peace in your life? Peace can always, I think I'm on peace level 30,000 right now. Peace is the absence of suffering. It's tranquil, it's easy, right? It has this flow to it. Does your life feel like it's flowing? Are you fighting against something that's happening in your life? Are you forcing things? Are you comparing where you are in your life right now to other people? Comparing is a losing battle. Are you actively taking steps to create the life that you really want? Or do you feel stuck? Happiness comes in so many different forms, but it really only comes when you are doing what you really want to do. That's why I constantly encourage everyone to ask themselves the question, what do I want? What do I want to do with my life right now? Let me know in the comments where you are on your journey to mature womanhood. Please remember to subscribe. I'm really working on getting the YouTube algorithm to pick up my content. Thank you so much for watching.